I would like to invite Michael Rainsbury, Mazkir Bnei Akiva, to address the Kehillah.
Chief Rabbi Lord Sachs, Your Excellency, Rabbi Mervis, distinguished guests, Rabbanim, Chaverim. As we leave Yom HaZikaron, a day where we remember those who gave their lives for the state of Israel, we may feel disheartened that our sacrifices are too great and our problems are insurmountable. Israel is still under attack, both physically and in the media, and more questions than ever before are being asked about its legitimacy, its very right to be. It is at times like this when people look to Bnei Akiva, full of young, energized, passionate people, to be at the forefront of this modern-day battle. And the beautiful tefillah that we have just been part of is the perfect response. We stand united, unequivocally declaring our thanks to God for giving us the first Jewish state in 2,000 years. It is not strange to see young people at the forefront of the battle to defend Israel. The state of Israel is a country built by youth, driven by ideology, passion, and a sense of destiny. The achievements of young Zionists in the last 100 years have transformed a barren land into the modern, flowering, and successful country we know and love today. Much of this work was done by pioneers of Bnei Akiva from this country. You only have to visit Kibbutz Lavi in the north of Israel to see the immense contribution made by young British Jews to Israel through the framework of Bnei Akiva. However, as time passes, the characters who built the state of Israel and who made such contributions of note become immortalized in history as great men and women whose feats are regarded as almost superhuman. Names such as Esther Kalingold, Yehuda Avner, and Aryeh Handler are part of folklore and legend in our circles. How can we inspire the next generation to follow in their footsteps, that they too can make their mark in Jewish history? How can we show our Chanechim that they must choose to be activists, playing their part in Israel's future? The answer is found in Megillat Esther, a story which happened many centuries ago, but speaks to us as if today. After Haman sent his decree to exterminate the Jewish people, Mordechai immediately went into mourning, yet Queen Esther was puzzled at his actions. After sending him normal clothes and inquiring why he was acting strangely, Mordechai implores her to ask the king to save the Jewish people. Esther refuses, saying that she is unlikely to succeed and would be put to death. At this point, Mordechai makes the following remarkable argument to Esther. If you should remain silent at a time like this, deliverance and salvation will come from another place, and you and your father's house shall perish, and who knows if it was for a time like this that you attained royalty. Mordechai is not arguing with Esther's fear of death. Rather, he is taking a step out of the situation and surveying it from an external perspective, that of history itself. Mordechai says, you have a chance to make your mark in history. If you don't do it, someone else will, but you will miss your opportunity to be part of the Jewish story of survival, and worse still, you will have spurned the chance given to you by God. Mordechai's message calls out to us today loud and clear. Don't wait for someone else to come along and do the job. Jewish history is not a closed book. There are many chapters waiting to be written. We can make history, not because we want the rewards, but rather because we are repaying God's trust in us, putting us in this position. There was no greater example of this in recent times than the late Mark Weinberg, Zichrono Livracha. In the months since his tragic and untimely passing, the extent of Mark's legacy to the community and to the state of Israel is now there for us all to see. As Mazkir, he strengthened Bnei Akiva's ideological focus. He added purpose and professionalism to its work, and above all, he was an inspirational role model and educator to so many. It is to him that we can attribute the modern success stories of the London School of Jewish Studies and Alei Zion, two bastions of modern orthodoxy and religious Zionism that we as Bnei Akiva are proud to work with. And after such an illustrious contribution to Anglo Jewry, Mark not only made Aliyah, realizing Bnei Akiva's ultimate goal, but took families with him, creating a new neighborhood in Modi'in. Mark was not superhuman. He grew up like many of us did. He went to Machaneh. He received an excellent Jewish upbringing. His amazing feats were due to his decision to fully live the Bnei Akiva vision. He never stopped learning Torah. He never stopped giving to others. He never stopped finding a new project to work on. And he never stopped believing in the religious Zionist dream. His vision of bringing Bnei Akiva into the modern era is continually being realized, with Yediot, the time-honored magazine of Bnei Akiva, becoming a regular YouTube podcast. Our high-quality educational publications are reaching new audiences and putting our chinuch on a pedestal within the community. There is a new camp for Chanachim aged 7 to 10 with Machaneh Kadoregel football day camp taking place this summer. Our challenge as Bnei Akiva Chaverim in 5771 is to emulate Mark's and many other similar people's achievements and to take them forward because we have the talents to do so. We are proud that 250 Madrachim have applied to give 3 weeks of their summer to volunteer on Summer Machaneh. They willingly give their time to educate the next generation and to pass on the great experiences and the knowledge they received as Chanachim. This unbroken chain of leadership is what keeps Bnei Akiva strong, ensuring that Machaneh remains the ultimate religious, educational and social experience available today. We are proud of our Bogrim, our students, who give to the movement in so many ways, from running activities in schools to leading Svivah on a weekly basis. There is no better place to be than the Bayit on a Monday night, where you will see Bogrim and teenagers taking time out of their week to learn Torah in a welcoming and fun environment. We are proud, despite the current difficult economic climate, to have 50 Chanachim on Hafshara, our year-long programs in Israel, with a further 32 going next year. At a time where the concept of a gap year is being questioned more than ever before, Bnei Akiva is standing tall and sending a clear message to the community that our connection to Israel is unshakable, our thirst for Jewish learning cannot be satisfied in the UK, and our commitment to our children's religious education is paramount. Bnei Akiva's Hafshara programs produce the great educators, role models and leaders that the community so desperately needs. Shevet Dvir, we salute you and we look to you as the future leaders of our movement. To be a chaver of Bnei Akiva is to believe in being the best that we can be. We are not interested in second best. What differentiates Bnei Akiva from others is the fact that no matter what background you come from or how many camps you've been on, our acceptance of an ideology that believes in an ultimate goal of Am Yisrael living in Eretz Yisrael according to the Torah of Israel pushes us to continually improve and look forward rather than back. So let us take our inspiration from Rabbi Akiva, who witnessed the destruction of the temple, yet stood on its ruins and proudly declared that he could only now envision the prophecy of its rebuilding. Let us take our inspiration from Yechiel Eliash, who said that a religious youth movement was not a contradiction in terms and went on to found Bnei Akiva. Let us take our inspiration from Aryeh Hanna, who not only saved hundreds of Jewish youngsters from Nazi Europe, but gave them the tools to go to Israel and work the land as religious pioneers. Let us take our inspiration from Mark Weinberg, who said that it is not enough to rest on our laurels, but that we should always be looking to make a difference and to inject passion and energy into everything we do. Let us take our inspiration from our Madrachim at Svivah Machaneh, who not only taught us the ideals we live by, but showed us how to live them. Above all, let us take our inspiration from ourselves and utilize the talents and abilities that we have been blessed with to make ourselves, our movement, our community and our country be the best it can be. Today, on Yom HaAtzmaut, we thank God for the miracle 63 years ago that opened a new chapter in Jewish history and allowed us to be the words and sentences which are imprinted in this evolving book. Tomorrow, we must resolve to take the inspiration from those that came before us and continue the hard work of taking the people of Israel and the state of Israel forwards. Kadima Bnei Akiva.